All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Bass Bros Podcast, episode 9. And today, it's just me and Filler. But that's a good thing because we got a lot to go over. We haven't been on the podcast for, 3 weeks, Filler?
It's been 3 weeks. We've been down. So our boat is out of commission. We got really no new content coming out right now, except for TikTok. We've been doing that, and Instagram. Mm-hmm. But the boat should be ready this week, so I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to hitting Pyramid. Pyramid's been going off from what I can see. Is this like right in front of my face?
I think so. It should be.
Like that? But then they can't see my good looks.
No, nobody wants to see that. Most people are going to listen to this anyway.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, so we got Pyramid coming up for the next 2 months. That's where we're going to be calling our home lake, and I'm looking really forward to kind of getting ready for our club, but also fishing some other local tournaments on that lake. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, let's explain to our audience why we haven't been able to put out a podcast. So we work Monday through Friday. Weekends are our day to do the podcast, and I believe our first one we missed was Easter, or did we do one on Easter?
Easter? No, we didn't.
We didn't.
No,
we just spent time with the family. And then the next weekend after that was Philip's birthday at Lake Havasu. And we can go over that whole trip if you'd like, Philip.
Yeah, well, it was my dirty 30, big 30 this year. And we decided to go to Havasu and, rent a boat, do some tubing, some stuff like that. So to kind of rewind all this, the last time I went to Havasu, you were there as well.
Yeah.
I ended up breaking my back on a jet ski. My back will never be the same. So going into...
If you want proof of that, watch Philip do a push-up in that blueprint video. It looks disgusting. His back goes down weird.
Dude, that was what opened my eyes. My back's been jacked up. I know it's been jacked up. That video made me realize how jacked up my back is.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone do a push-up and curve like that. And I didn't even know I was doing that.
Ugh, it looks gross.
Anywho, so that's kind of where we're going to begin this.
Philip doesn't have good luck at Havasu.
No, unless we're fishing. I told Patrick after this trip, I'm never going back to Havasu unless we're fishing. That's it. So, broke my back. I go into this trip full well knowing we're going to be doing water sports or water activities. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting hurt. So the whole first day, we got a full day boat rental, 8 hours in the boat. Didn't get on the tube once. Mm-hmm. The last day of the trip, we're in the last hour of the trip, being on the water on the tube. Patrick, we're having fun on the tube. The guys are going. I go, you know what? I'll do the last ride. Let's go one. I want to go with Patrick. It looks like fun. So I get on it, and we're hanging on. Patrick's like, I gotta wait to not get kicked off. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we're leaning into it. He's trying to the only term I know is shit whip us into waves, and It wasn't working. Then I see the mother of all waves coming towards us, and Chris, our captain, sees it too. And he goes, and he literally goes to shit whip the living hell out of us. And he goes...
Well, I was on it all weekend. That was easily going to be the worst one And I was like, all right, here we go.
It was huge. And I'm holding onto this raft. He goes, and what he does is he turns real hard to where the raft kind of catches up to all the rope, and then he punches the boat, and it slingshots you into this wave. So I see this big wake coming, and I'm like, no, I let go. I get off. I'm like, I'm in an act of self-preservation. I let go of the tube, and it ended up backfiring on me. I didn't realize we ran over all the slack to the rope, and I ended up getting wrapped in the rope over my shoulder and through my thigh. The boat pulls tight. This is 1,000-pound tow rope. It ends up snapping over my shoulder. I come up to the air, and Patrick's sitting on the tube because he's not going anywhere because the rope snapped. He goes, what happened? And I go, I think the first thing I said is, I'm fucked up. I'm hurt.
Philip was done for, man.
Yeah, and
I was worried. I thought he was really, really hurt, but he ended up being. Well, what'd you do? You broke your clavicle or something?
I got a hairline fracture in my clavicle. I got a hematoma. It's like a bruise, but it's all your meat and your thigh. It's all gelatin now.
Ugh.
It's weird.
It's gross.
Yeah, I thought they're gonna have to cut it out, but I'm just not going back. And then they wanted to do an X-ray of my sternum, but I was in there for 2.5 hours, and they said if my sternum's broken or anything, there's nothing I can do. It's just gonna heal on its own. So I said I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm over it. But same with the clavicle. There's nothing they can do for that either. But the my shoulder's good. we're about 3 weeks after the accident. Shoulder feels great. Sternum's the only thing that's constant pressure. It's been hurting since.
Yeah.
Now I really can't do a push-up. And yeah, that's about where I'm at with that. I was an inch away from castration. That's a fun fact.
Yeah, Philip's rope wrapped around his shoulder and his inner thigh.
Yeah.
So I would have been freaked.
Well,
out
the first thing I came up to you is I go, my nuts are gone.
No, that's what I was gonna correct you, but I didn't know if you wanted to say that.
Yeah, no, I was like, my nuts are gone. I thought they were gone, and Patrick just turned completely pale and just like, and I'm floating on my back, and I find him and I go, we're good. Get me a beer, get me back on the boat, we're good to go.
Yeah.
But dude, the heat from that, like I still got a scar right here, and I don't think this is going away. I think I'm gonna have that for life, but it melted my shorts. My board shorts melted.
I remember looking at them like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Fishing wise, at Havasu, it seemed like it was a pretty good bite. So I've been on like a diet, so I'm not drinking or anything.
I was too drunk to fish.
I was trying to fish where I could, but I wasn't able to partake in any of the festivities, unfortunately. But fishing seemed good at Havasu when we were there. I was at the tackle shop. I think it's Bassmaster Bait and Tackle there, and they said they were on beds. But this was 3 weeks ago. I ended up catching. I don't think we caught any smallies.
Yeah,
Might have caught one or something.
Yeah, you caught one.
Right at the boat ramp where everybody launches, we caught like 3 or 4 fish, and then I ended up catching a largemouth. I got my worm rod bent in half by a giant smallie on a jig. I tried to set it, but
it jumped like 3 feet out of the water.
So fired up. That place is so awesome just because of how fired up those fish get.
They're river fish, man. They're so strong, man. They're just a different breed out there.
It's also really cool because you could pretty much do whatever you want there.
If you like worm fishing, you got worm fishing, crankbaiting, punching, frogging, topwater. It's all there.
And a lot of times those tournaments are won on deep spots, out on deep brush piles or cages that they put in there. So what was the next weekend after that?
I think that was your ordeal, wasn't it?
I don't think so, because that was Oh, wait, maybe it
was.
was.
No. The following weekend was the Silverwood tournament.
Yeah, and then it was my ordeal.
No, because your ordeal was the following weekend.
After what?
After Silverwood.
No.
Yes.
Yes. So Silverwood next, right?
Yeah. So
I'll give a little bit
I didn't fish it because my shoulder was jacked up.
So I'll give a little bit of a Silverwood update. That was from 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
It was tough. It was super tough. I think everybody caught them on worms. I got my 5th fish for 8 pounds at like probably like 2:30, 2:45, like right at the end of the day. But I mean, I like Silverwood. It's a fun lake. The largies were just I couldn't tell what they were doing. I actually caught the same bedfish twice to fill my limit. It was like
well, tell them how that works. So how did you catch that? Because you just it's.
So I saw this bedfish in 30 feet of water on the top of a tree branch, which was a weird place for a fish to bed, right? But it was on the stump. It was a big enough area for it to bed on the stump.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And the male was fired up. The female really didn't want anything to do with it. But if I could flip, I would flip this bait on the dude. I hooked this thing like 8 times because I was all screwed up. The first time I hooked it, my drag was screwed up. The second time I hooked it, I put it in free spool. But yeah, I caught him in the morning, and then we didn't have anything going on. I caught like 2 in the morning. We had nothing going on. Then I cruised back, and he was there again in the afternoon. I caught him again. Then I fished like main lake points, and I caught 2. But if I were to redo that thing, I would go out to only fishing main body in that wind all day. I got bit pretty quick out there. But it could have been because it was in the afternoon.
Time too, yeah. Timing thing. And then the following weekend, Manny came into town.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to do a podcast
with Manny. Yeah.
And I was going to miss Sunday because I was getting tattooed.
Yeah.
And then why did you miss Sunday? What happened to you?
So Friday, I got my 2nd vaccine of Moderna. And I'm going to go through this carefully so people...
I don't think you need to be careful about it because this is what actually...
No. I'm going to go through it carefully so people know why it happened to me.
Okay. So
you're not because
you guys make your own decision on this. So we're not pushing anything on it. We're just telling you what happened to Pat and why it happened.
So I got my before this, I should say, I went and worked out pretty hard, and then I went to get the second vaccine of Moderna. So I got the second vaccine of Moderna. The first vaccine, by the way, no problems, just a sore arm.
Same.
Second vaccine, during the day, felt maybe a little bit more sluggish than usual, but nothing crazy. And then went to bed early, and I wake up in bed, and I'm just full of sweat. Like, it's 5 a.m, and I'm full of sweat, and I feel like I can't move my body at all, which, like, made me mad. So I, like, got up, like, forced myself to get up. I went to go pee. And the next thing I know, I'm on my bathroom floor, and Kaylin's next to me. And she's, like, freaked out big time. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? My pants are down. And I have it's a weird, when you pass out, you have no idea where you are when you wake up.
Right.
So I'm like, my pants are down. I'm in the bathroom. Kaylin's like, oh, my God, like freaking out. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I have no idea.
Kaylin.
So she gets me up onto the couch. And then, I like assure her that I'm okay. And she's like, okay. And then I'm like, I just need to go to the bathroom. And she's like, okay, just go to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. Walk into the bathroom. At this point, I didn't know it, but I pass out again. I smash my face into a picture on the wall. My neck is still hurting right now. Every day I wake up, my neck is so sore still. And same thing. I wake up, Kaylin's freaked out. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know if I'm dreaming this, like, because the same thing just happened again. Mm-hmm. So I'm just profusely sweating, like I jumped in a pool. And then we go to call 911, and my phone dies.
Never charges his phone.
Which is like total. Like, if you know me, that's like totally something that would happen to me. So I'm like, all right, I'll walk to the car, and like I just have her carrying me is tough for her. So, but we made it to her car. She drove me to ER, and they kick her out immediately because of COVID, and they like don't know where I'm at, and I'm still destroyed. And by the way, guys, so this is what kind of is going on. I went to sleep. I had a big workout. I drank a normal amount of water that day. During my sleep, I had probably a little bit more of a severe reaction than most people. Yeah. And most people have this reaction that I'm having.
I had it.
Carolyn, Connor, they had it. But I had it while I was asleep, so I wasn't able to replenish my fluids. I woke up severely dehydrated. So I get to the hospital, and they put me in, like, a wheelchair. They're like, we need your ID. And I, like, get it out, and I just throw it at them, like, behind the
What's
desk.
up?
Yeah.
Let me into the club.
I remember the guy, like, looking at me, like, weird. Like, one dick. And then they're like, how do you feel? And I was like, I feel like I'm going to fucking pass out. And I passed out, like, lights out. And I wake up, and they're putting all this stuff on me. And, like, everybody's looking at me. It was kind of weird. But, yeah, I was just severely dehydrated. After the fact, when I was hooked up to an IV, I didn't know why my neck was hurting. I do know now, but I couldn't move my neck for like 4 hours.
Ugh.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to move my neck again. And then basically, the more I got hydrated, I was kept overnight into the afternoon. Last Sunday, I got out at 1 o'clock p.m., and the more fluids that got into me, the better I got. And I got better like that. Like, it was crazy. Besides the neck. My neck still hurts. Mm-hmm. But that's why I miss Manny's podcast.
Yeah. And then I had a pretty good week that week.
Yeah.
Prior to your...
Oh, I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
If you're getting the vaccine first or second, I would recommend overhydrating.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did for mine.
Because they actually don't really tell you anything when you go get it, right?
Not really, no. Like I told them all about yours, and I was like, I'm kind of worried that that's like a genetic thing that could happen to me as well. Yeah. And she goes, "Well, hope it doesn't happen."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "That's it?"
Well, after the first Moderna, I drank, and like,
so did I.
If that same process happened to me,
you're dead.
Yeah, because of how dehydrated you get from drinking alone, you know?
But the second one for Moderna is supposed to be that. So, like, I had the body aches, fever, and sweats, but it was very minor. And I was also, because you had gone through it before, I drank a gallon of water. I had, what are those stupid things? We drink them at work when you're getting close to heat stress.
Like, are they?
It's filled with... the
baby drink?
It's not is it a baby drink?
Is it the electrolyte thing?
Yeah.
For babies, yeah. Pedialyte, right?
Pedialyte.
Yeah,
Why
it's
is that for babies?
I don't know, dude. When I found those squirrels, that's what they told me to give them, and it saved their lives.
So, but that week I ended up fishing the native sun, and we went out and crushed it on rockfish. We went inside to look for yellows. Wasn't anything going on. Water was still a little too cold, but now the water's warming up. This was, when was it? We're 2 weeks back now. But we were seeing signs of yellows over there. I know some boats have been going over and getting some sea bass and private boats. So that's going on. And then I went and fished the Freedom with Tino Valentine and his crew.
Yeah.
First time I ever fished a Freedom. Had a blast. They're
Really?
so much fun to fish with. Tino is telling jokes all day that are freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And it was just like an awesome. I went with Scott. Me and Scott Bucher went. Scott did great.
Yeah. He was
had-
catching them.
Yeah, he was dude. We went to the whitefish spot, and Scott was catching big reds
Really?
in 100 feet of water.
Wow, that's crazy.
Big reds, and then we were catching giant whitefish, man.
Wow.
The true razorback bottom Dorados. And then we got one yellowtail first thing in the daylight. Water was 61.5. When you're yellowtail fishing, man, you want that water between that 64, 65. Like, they'll still bite, but it's just not as good
Tougher.
in that cold water.
Yeah.
Water clarity was beautiful, man. But now the boats, 2 weeks later, the Fury was out there, had 18 yellows. They're starting to pick up a lot.
Wow.
So if you guys are looking, go fish the Freedom with Tino. Come fish anyone. I haven't had a bad experience on one of these
Me neither.
22nd Street landing boats. The operation down here is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at
Except
doing
for
that,
Mike. Right.
Morrison,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a charity case, you know. Here you go, kid. Yeah, you could run the tackle shop.
Mike's the best.
Yeah, Mike's the best, man. He's honestly an integral part to why we're here right now.
He is
Him and Jeff.
he's the reason.
Yeah. But yeah, it's get down here, fish out 22nd Street, man. That's all I can say. And they're not a sponsor to Bass Bros. They're friends to us, but I wouldn't lie to you guys. It's a good operation down here, and you haven't had a bad experience either.
No, the only bad experiences I've had is with you guys.
You always put me in that category
Because you were there.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
That's true.
I wasn't running the boat. I've been running the bass boat for 4 years now. You've never had an issue with me on that thing. I'm pretty, I think, out of our family, the most aware to what's going on around me. I'm always paying attention to shit.
That's true.
Right?
I just can't see anything.
I know. You're just blind.
I've got glasses now. I'm good to go, dude.
But, well, we can go into that. You want to tell them why you don't?
No, we'll tell that another time.
Another story?
Yeah,
You want to go down
that'd
our?
be a good one when we have Dad on the show.
Yeah, that was oh, God.
Go down and look. You got all these things written on the whiteboard. I don't know I don't know two of them.
The top two? You want to
Yeah.
start with that?
Sure.
So,
Fill me in on that.
Netflix. Oh no. Netflix dropped a documentary called Seaspiracy.
I remember you called me to tell me
I was
about it.
I was fired up about it.
Yeah.
So for those of you at home or in your car driving around right now, I'm a big documentary guy. I love documentaries, especially when it pertains to wildlife. That's like my thing. But they dropped this documentary called Seaspiracy. And it's the producer and the star of the documentary is Ali Tabrizi.
Oh, so this is the same thing. Got it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So they basically, this whole documentary is spearheaded towards getting rid of fishing
Yeah.
in all sense of the word. Commercial fishing, hobby fishing, they do not like it. They are saying, go
I
ahead.
think I remember you saying like you liked it in the beginning.
In the beginning, I liked it because I thought they were going towards a more positive outcome. So in the beginning, they're talking about the dolphin and the whaling and all that. And so I've actually done a little more research. I made a statement the other day, not in public. I made it to a friend.
Yeah.
And the statement I made is I judge the killing of animals based off intelligence.
If they're intelligent animals.
Yeah. So whales, dolphins are highly intelligent. So I don't see that as something we should be eating and killing. Cows and pigs are highly intelligent animals as well.
Yeah.
So I need to kind of figure out, I don't know why I'm trying to figure out in me why I'm okay with the killing of cows and pigs as opposed to whales and dolphins. I don't know why there's a gap there. I grew up on, maybe it's because of my childhood, Free Willy.
Yeah.
What was the dolphin movie we watched?
I have no idea. Ocean
There's-
Blue or something.
See, but that's different too. Because remember Andre the Seal? The movie? That's an old movie. Andre the Seal? I hate sea lions.
Yeah.
But Andre the Seal, I love the movie. But I don't know. There's a gap there. But anyways, going back to this documentary, they're talking. They made a bunch of they put a bunch of facts out there that some of it, if you take away pieces of it, are true. Mm-hmm. The bluefin tuna population is a mere shadow of what it used to be back in the day, but it's coming back stronger now. Mm-hmm. If you look at our coast here, we're catching more bluefin than we've ever caught before.
Yeah,
and that's because of the laws we have here in California, and that's because of Mexico's doing their part on the seiner fleets. Mm-hmm. They're making sure that population stays healthy, and it's rebounding tenfold. It's come back really strong.
Yeah.
Another thing they said was 50% of the plastic in the ocean is all fishing gear.
Yeah.
Whether it be nets, fishing line, ropes, it's all fishing gear. So basically what you would take away is, we don't need to worry about single-use plastic here in the United States. No, we do need to worry about that. And I don't know if that's factually true, being 50% of because there's a mass out in the Pacific Ocean called, it's like the Garbage Island or whatever.
Yeah.
If you go out there, most of it's not going to be fishing gear. It's going to be bottles. It's going to be Coke cans, shit like that.
Are they just talking about fishing in general in the United States or around the world?
They go around the world.
Wow.
And they talk about a lot of things that are true that are happening. And they kind of mask it as like there are these vigilantes that are going around in masks and spy camera gear and everything, getting chased by guys with knives, running them out. They're trespassing on private property and they're getting chased out. With a guy that's filleting fish, he's got a knife in his hand. He's got nowhere to put it. He's not coming at him with a knife.
Yeah.
And the one thing, man, like they even went through sustainable. They go after our people that are trying to clean the oceans. The big companies that are fundraising to clean up the ocean and say that they accuse them of taking bribes to screw up the numbers and stuff like that. But watch it for yourself, and if you get a chance, Meat Eater wrote an article on this, and they literally go, this is an article that our sources are commercial fishermen and marine biologists, and they just dispute everything that's in it. And the one thing at the end of the documentary that really got me going, they say, no more eating fish for anybody. You need to eat tofu. Tofu.
Oh, so
that was that killed all credibility to this.
Yeah.
Because they gave us no answers to it. They just go, no more harvesting the ocean. And that's never going to work in a million years. Mm-hmm. So I guess the guy's getting what he wants. He's getting exposure from his documentary because he's being so one way about it. He only wants one thing in the end. There's just so much that you got to watch it for yourself. And I knew going into it was going to be a controversial thing, but I like seeing both sides of things to form my own opinion. But if you get a chance, watch it. How many times have I said this?
I don't know, a lot. Do you think anything was right in the documentary?
Yes, like if you take pieces from it, so they give you a bunch of information, and they go, this is this, and this. If you take two things that they said, that's true.
Yeah.
But most of it's bullshit.
Like, what was one thing that they said that
whales and dolphins are the sole proprietor as to why we have less carbon dioxide in our atmosphere.
How does that work?
They say because they keep phytoplankton alive, and that phytoplankton and all that take away.
They do photosynthesis.
Yeah, photosynthesis, and 80% of the carbon dioxide getting recycled on our planet is from phytoplankton.
Yeah.
Which is kind of true. But the whales aren't necessarily the sole factor keeping those things alive. And the only thing that's keeping them alive is the whale takes a dump on them. Yeah. And then they eat that, and then they turn it into energy. But you got tuna doing that, dolphins. It's not just whales.
Yeah.
And also, I believe seagrass can absorb more carbon dioxide than phytoplankton. I think that's the number one thing we need to worry about is seagrass.
Mm. Where's that at? In the East Coast?
We have it here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Eelgrass.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, it's all over the world. And then what else were they? There's so much to take from it. They went into.
So it's worth watching.
It's worth watching. Now, don't go in it going, this guy's a. I like I'm not going to get political, but I watch Fox News and I watch CNN to see what both sides are saying. and then I gather my own information from that. I form my own opinions.
Yeah.
So just like with this guy, he came out with a documentary that's against fishing. You guys know I'm a huge fisherman. I want to see what he's saying, see if there's any validity towards what he's saying, and see if there's something we can do to make it better.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about conserving. I want this to be around way after I'm gone for my kids and our future generations to keep doing.
Yeah. Fox and CNN are two terrible sources of information.
I know that.
I'm just kidding.
I know that. I agree. It's fake news.
Let's
They're
hear
both
what
fake news.
Their terrible opinion is, and
Yeah, and I'm going to
land me right in the middle. I know what not to say when I go out.
Yeah. But, I mean, that was just an example.
Example. I get my news from Dad, so I can't say
Yeah.
anything. But what else you got? You got TikTok up there. What do you want to talk about that for?
I don't know, man. I feel like we're making strides on TikTok.
You do?
I do. I think we got some funny stuff coming out. I definitely have some funny plans ahead of us that we're going to start shooting.
Like
so
what?
I want it's
Don't tell them, but
no.
yeah.
So
I don't know though.
I think our TikTok is more of a comedy kind of thing. We do funny stuff on there. And
It's
the
a
reason
good platform for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason I wrote it down is because we never really talk about it. We never let them know we're doing TikTok.
Yeah.
So
Do you know our TikTok username?
Bass Bros TikTok.
Nice.
Woo!
This is a good test right there.
But
What about our Bass Bros Snapchat?
I'm not on that.
That's-
Snapchat's dead.
It's it's Bass Bros Naps.
Snaps.
No.
Oh, Bass Bros
Naps.
Okay.
But it looks like snaps.
I thought I
but
always,
it's
you know, what I
naps.
read it. I go Bass Bros Snaps.
Yeah, Bass Bros Snaps or Bass,
Bros.
Bros Naps.
Yeah.
But I just got back on Snapchat. I don't even know if I'm going to do anything on there or not.
Yeah, we're just kind of testing the waters on that. I see TikTok as being something that you were right when you said it was up my alley. I love it.
Yeah.
And it gets me going real creative with some stuff. I
Yeah.
just got to figure out how to shoot them a little better.
Yeah, I've been sending you some funny ones.
Yes, that's the other thing I want to talk about. So, Patrick sent me this. I don't know if we can play it in the.
Yeah, play it. Just hold it up to the camera.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me explain this. I'm in bed. It's like I go to bed early.
Here, I'll get it ready.
I like to go to bed real early, but Patrick sends me this TikTok. I'm in bed, almost asleep, and this TikTok keeps me up for the next 2 hours. I watched this TikTok a million times, dying laughing. So, what we're gonna do is he's gonna find a bunch of TikToks for me to watch, and I'm gonna blind react to them for you guys because I think they're freaking hilarious, and I think it's just I don't know. I think people would like. I die over them, man. Uh-oh.
Alright, so this is the TikTok. I'll let it go.
Oh, I can't take it.
It's pretty simple though.
Oh God, that's one of the thing I like about it
Yeah.
is that monkey, the chimpanzee, is like looking at a blade of grass and
Yeah,
like
I didn't
staring
even
at
notice
it.
that.
Yeah, I took it. I broke that video down, dude. It's sitting there looking at something in its hand, like completely focused on it,
Yeah.
and it gets. I'm assuming that zookeeper's throwing bread.
I don't know what it was, but he threw it so far. That's what I like about it. It was like it was such a launch, you know.
So this thing gets hellfire missiled upon it with a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And it gets hit in the head, and it spins around looking like it does exactly what a human would do if that happened. Like immediate anger and like, who did it? Who did it? And then it realizes it's the zookeeper and turns its frustration that way. Dude, it was the funny. Jessica's going, are you okay? Are you going to be all right? Because I'm choking laughing.
Yeah, that's our humor profile. It's
Oh
right
my
on the head.
God. And it's got the Three Stooges sound effect.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's such a simple TikTok, and it's only got like 20,000.
Oh my God. I almost died.
Yeah, that'll be a good segment. I do want to cover a live event too, like that Lake Fork event. Man, that would have been a great
Yes.
live event. I would have been like, oh my god.
The last 10 minutes of the
Yeah.
final day. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, and I think
But we
we can do it.
We can do it if we don't show it.
No, I think we can show it too
No way.
with no volume. And so I was talking to somebody yesterday who said that if you're small enough, they can't find you. So it's like too much for them to go
but
through
now,
everybody's thing.
now, how come?
I say we go for a strike.
But how come Barstool can do it with college sports.
See, like, I think that's because they're on, like, a public channel or something, right? It's not paid for, which is MLF we don't pay for either.
Yeah, we're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and nobody pays for our podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
So
then
I
we're
think
good.
we should be good, yeah.
And we can play the volume.
Well, and we can. I don't
Well, then that's stupid because we're going to have two guys commentating that are paid to do it and then us commentating over them.
Yeah.
So
I
then
mean,
maybe
we're going to be way better, so why would we even have them on?
It'd be funny if we just let them do it and watched. Hey, we're going to watch this with you guys.
Yeah, so I think we can do that, and if we get a strike, it'll only be our first strike, so.
Right.
And we can always rebuttal
and then we
stuff.
can kind of figure it out. I think down the road we can reach out to them and ask them for permission, but I think we're going to get a no.
Ooh, from MLF?
Yeah.
You think they're not cool?
What were you going to say? I just think they're going to see our content and go like, I don't know if we want these guys representing us.
Because we pooped in China?
Yeah. That, you can't take a vaccine.
Dude, I tried my best.
What are you going to do? Last thing up there's the tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Filler got a new tattoo. And then
I
you
did.
give your dude a plug.
Yeah, Mike.
Whoever that guy is.
Mike Cole. Here, I'll just throw it up in here.
Oh, is it shedding? Is it
Yeah,
supposed to do that?
It's peeling real bad right now.
Why does it do that?
Well, I've been lotioning it with Aquaphor for like a week straight.
Dude, I found this lotion. It's like a moisturizer, but it has 30 SPF.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That'd be perfect for your thing.
Well, once it's done and I can bring it out in the sun, I can start doing that. But I got a bluefin tuna with like little squid down here. It's not done yet. Mech Master Mike is his name on Instagram.
Mech?
Mech.
How do you spell MECH?
Yes.
Master
Mech
Mike.
Master Mike. This guy, this is his first saltwater tattoo, and he's doing my whole sleeve.
Wow.
And he is completely crushing it.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
And so when I started this with him, I kind of started with like I just wanted all black and gray. We got to the second session, and he's like, I don't know, man. I think we should throw some color into this. And I go, I have no idea what it comes down to tattoos. So if you think that we should do color, let's do it. And it's badass.
Yeah, it's way better with the color. That
Yeah.
blue is so good.
Dude, well, and this guy is his forte is gears and mechanical stuff. So he does like you've seen Satterfield's tattoo.
Yeah.
So it's real colorful, vibrant gears that are and like tattoo stuff, gears and mechanics that he does, and he knocks that out of the park. And he's won awards all over the world for his tattoos. And
Yeah.
he's got a crazy story, which I'm not going to tell. That's his story.
Yeah, maybe we can have him on the podcast.
Well, we were talking about doing a podcast while he's tattooing me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It'd be really
Except
cool.
that noise. right?
Exactly. That's the only thing I was thinking about, and
You know what you could do is just do a wireless mic.
and that'll get rid of that noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shot a little film yesterday right on Abalone Cove, and the waves were breaking, and we had wireless mics, and you couldn't even hear the waves.
Oh,
We were
that's
right
pretty
on the
cool.
beach, so that was pretty fun. We shot an old western for the Glenn Miller podcast. It was quite
So
funny.
what kind of is it like his intro?
Yeah, so what I like about his podcast is he shoots like a weird intro for each podcast, and he tries to get the guest to act in the intro.
Oh,
Does
that's
that
pretty
make sense?
cool.
Like his last podcast, he did some like scary movie thing.
So he does like a new intro for each podcast.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Like we shot from like 1 o'clock to 8 yesterday.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I was Johnny Boy. One of my lines was, let me try to think. It was, "Ooh-wee, Gruff, I can't wait to see you hang for killing all those children. I can't wait to see those pretty little eyes pop like a rat in a trap." But I said it much better than that when I was filming. Dude, I can't remember any lines, but I didn't study them either. So it's like the first time I see a line.
Did he send you a script?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like super professional.
Yeah, he made a script and everything. Everybody had their lines memorized, and I was like, I didn't even look at them yet.
Oh my god.
But I think it came out good. Dude, Glenn's funny when he acts.
Really?
So funny.
Is he funny because you know him, or is he just funny?
No, he's like, he's so into it. Like, you got to just watch it.
Okay.
It's so
And when is
funny.
this going to release? Because we want these guys to see
He
it
said
too.
probably in the next couple of weeks.
What's his podcast about?
It's called The Glenn. He doesn't even know, I don't think.
I love it.
Yeah, he has no idea. I asked him one time. He might know now, but I don't know.
I love that though. You know, like Oh man,
He just gets people on there and has a conversation.
That's pretty dope. I mean, that's kind of like ours because we're all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to have interesting people on.
Yeah.
So
I'm game with that.
this podcast doesn't really follow, but
yeah.
So we talked about everything that's going on. What's coming up?
Shoot.
I can talk about Doomsday for a little bit if you want.
Oh, we got that today.
Oh yeah, tonight, right?
Yes.
What time is that at?
6 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. So today's the first.
Oh no. 9 p.m. Eastern time. 6
okay,
p.m.
perfect.
here. Right?
So today's the first day I'm off my diet. If you happen to see the Doomsday podcast tonight, I'm gonna be probably pretty buzzed.
Oh no.
So I don't know. I'll have to talk to Will about that or something. I can just do it from my phone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Should I do it at Disneyland?
I don't know.
I'll find like a corner or something. How long is that?
Oh.
Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. So, but Doomsday just came out with these new J-Dam rods. I just ordered 2. I can't tell you how they are yet until I fish them. But I mean, if they're anything like the 47 series, I love them.
Right.
But I'm super excited to get those in the mail. They have a special. They always have special
Deals going on.
Yeah, buy one get ones. What is that? The Army Pack or the airdrop, where you buy a rod, you get all these baits with it. If you're like just getting into fishing, they're like a good way to go when it comes to buying baits. Like if you get the airdrop pack, you pretty much have every soft plastic you need to get started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the rods, I mean, BOGOs, man. Those buy one get one free is a good way to get your arsenal together, because they got spinning rods all the way up to the big heavy swim bait stick. And then
I'm interested to see this because my favorite rod with them is that the I think it's the 6.3 medium heavy.
Yeah.
I love that rod. So if they have something that's new,
I didn't get a heavy J-Dam rod. I got like a kind of all around jerk bait. I forget what I got, like the middle series.
Oh, you screwed me over.
Well, I figured we have like 8,000 swim baits.
I know,
like
I
the
know.
heavy rods. We'll get like a more, and I got a spinning rod too. So
Spinning rod's gonna be clutch.
Bass Bros 20. If you want a discount on your first purchase with Doomsday Tackle, that's a good way to knock that price down a little bit too.
How much?
20%, I believe.
Yes.
I believe that's what that 20 stands
Yes.
for.
20% off your first order with Doomsday.
So make
it's
it big.
as you. Yeah, do it big.
Yeah.
So it's worth it.
$100, 20 bucks.
Spend
off that
all.
thing.
Just empty your account and say, Bass Bros told us to do it. We'll look like heroes.
I'm not taking any chances with hydration anymore by the way. What else is coming up? We got Pyramid. Philip says we get our boat back next week, right?
This week.
Or this
we're
week.
supposed to get it. Okay. I think we're getting it back this week.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Thank God, dude.
I'm ready to go.
Me too. I've
Yeah.
been dying to fish, and I want to do a couple little tournaments. We should just fish Matty Wong's tournament to screw with him.
Which one's is he fishing one at Pyramid?
I don't know what he fished. He just did good at Clear Lake. It might be ABAs or something.
You know what would be really funny is if we showed up to an ABA tournament.
Oh
at
yeah, we've
Pyramid
talked about this,
and
right?
didn't fish it.
Yeah.
Let's
but
not fish
faked
it. And just let's make signs and go follow Matty Wong around.
No, but do you remember at Shasta we
Okay,
had that
so
plan?
I know, but do we tell them about this?
I don't know.
Because
Or
I think
should
it's
we
hilarious.
just film it?
I think we should just film it.
Dude,
and
people are
release
gonna
it.
hate us.
Yeah, but it's funny.
I know, it'd be funny. All right, we'll film it and hopefully release it.
You got to do it. I'll film.
No. In the orange life jacket.
Yes.
Boat number 1.
But here's what you got to do. We'll talk about it later. I want this to be a surprise for them.
Okay, so we're getting the boat back. We're going to focus on Pyramid for the next 2 months.
Yep.
So if you want that Pyramid info, we're getting a podcast going regularly, hopefully. If we can't do the weekend, we got to figure out how to do it during the week. Right, Philip?
Yeah. We'll
Like,
just.
today is a Monday. We're doing
Right.
it.
I'm luckily off work, but we just do it after work.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, is there any big events? Dude, I'm going to St. Croix for my best friend's wedding. I got to bring some fishing stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's like, I've been
100%.
looking at it. There's like Dorado and Wahoo and stuff.
How long are
I'm
you gonna be
sure
out there?
there's stuff. Like a week.
Oh yeah, dude. Bring a boat.
And I'm on the beach.
You got to bring a travel rod.
I know. I gotta figure
Ask
that out.
someone if you guys know a good travel rod. Send it.
Yeah.
Don't send us the rod. Send us the link so we can purchase it.
Or any tips on fishing St. Croix.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
sweet.
but I mean, we're always looking for good travel. We haven't found a good one. Scott Martin had one and it broke.
Yeah, that was so funny. You were like, you were
Thailand.
talking it up.
I was
too.
all excited about it because I saw him catch redfish on it.
so funny.
It was like
Broke
telescoping.
it immediately in Thailand.
And that's no shot at Scott.
No, but it was hilarious because you were talking so.
I
much
was so
trash.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm a big follower. You know that.
Yeah.
I love Scott Martin.
Mhm.
So, and I got that rod. And I gave it to a local.
Yeah.
It snapped on me. Kept it real though.
And then we got Disney World at the end of this month.
Got Disney World. This is a big year.
That's gonna be a funny podcast to talk about after because you hate Disneyland, or not hate it, but you don't like it, or what's your deal with Disney?
I'm not into it.
Yeah, you don't like lines and waiting and
No,
stuff like that,
I
right?
hate crowds.
Yeah, and I love Disneyland. I love Disney World especially, but I don't go on like rides and stuff. And if I do, I never wait in a line. I love the food and the drinks, and one of the things.
See, maybe I haven't done it like that.
Yeah, one of the things we're gonna do at Epcot particularly is drink around the world, which is 11 to 13 drinks. I can't really remember.
Well, that's not that bad, but I mean, it depends on how much liquor they put in them. It's gonna be a terrible hangover.
It's gonna be fun because our little sister's turning 21, so,
Right.
And then her boyfriend's gonna be there.
He's already 21.
He's already 21.
Conrad's our DD.
Oh, Jesus. That's going to be the most dangerous part. And then Kaylin's going to be there. It's going to be a good time just screwing around.
Yeah.
But we should have some funny stories after that.
Yeah, and I think we should film the drinking around the world. I think we should do a TikTok on it because there's a bunch of TikToks on it. Or we do a Bass Bros story on it. Just
Yeah.
keep these guys in the loop. That'd be funny.
You know what'd be funny is if we did a TikTok of you drinking around the world, but you get more sober like as you
So
drink.
you just did it in reverse.
Yeah, in reverse. Like alcohol's really good for you. Like, it clears your mind.
Reverse it.
Yeah. You're like, when you are sober, you're just like, you can't even put a sentence together. But that's it for me. And then whatever else happens, we'll keep you updated. This was just kind of a review and to catch you guys back up on what we're doing. You have anything else, Filler?
I think that's it, dude. It's a big year for us, man. I'm getting married in January.
Yeah.
I'm going to Palmas de Cortez in August.
Damn.
Go fish marlin.
Lucky.
What else is going on? Florida, we already covered that.
Yeah, we'll do some fishing while we're in Disney. Dude, can we fish at Disney World? You can't, but should we?
Yeah.
There's giants, dude.
I'm
And
game.
I was feeding this, like, one time I was there, there's this 8-pounder just looking at us, and I was throwing Tic Tacs to it, and I'd eat it and spit it out. I was like, I'm so big just eating these Tic Tacs.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, we should definitely make a little video, but we could get thrown out of there.
That's fine.
Not if we stay in at the place, though. I think they
They'd
wouldn't
be
care.
cool about it.
Yeah. I think they'd be cool
You
about
know what you do? You just go, oh, I thought this was for the people that stay here.
Yeah. And we're right on the water at the first place we're
Really?
staying at.
Like,
yeah.
do we have balconies?
A lake. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know. We'll have to see. So
We'll catch one from the balcony.
yeah. Well, anyways, if you want to keep updated with us, follow us at BassBros_fishing on Instagram, Bass Bros Tweets on Twitter, Bass Bros Naps on Snapchat, Bass Bros TikTok on TikTok, Bass Bros Fishing on Facebook, Bass Bros Fishing on YouTube. Is that it?
Instagram?
I did that one. Bass
Did you?
Bros_fishing.
I stopped listening.
Killed it, dude. Killed it.
Also, for your saltwater, follow Friedman Adventures. That's still raging. We got some charters coming up for Friedman Adventures. Good podcast coming out. Some things in the works for the audience that I think they're going to enjoy. Just a couple new things we're coming out with on that side of it. And 22nd Street Landing, can't say enough about this place, man.
Yeah.
Come fish out of 22nd Street if you get a chance.
All right, we'll see you guys for episode 10. Is this one 9?
Why we keep going
I don't know.
back to that?
We'll see you guys for episode 10 next time. Thank
Maybe
you guys.
10?
See you guys soon.